EGX just happened. Then this EGX was rather controversial, wouldn't you say? If you don't know what I'm talking about, all you have to really know is that after the event, there was literally a hashtag called #EGXRefund trending on Twitter. Yes, it was that bad. Okay, it wasn't that bad, and let's be honest, all bets were right off what the very first EGX would look like after the pandemic. And yeah, it wasn't pretty. There was a lot of empty space, very few stands, and the tickets still cost as much as every single year, so it's not really surprising that people felt kind of ripped off. For example, none of the big three actually appeared at the convention. There was no Microsoft, no Sony, and no Nintendo. And as far as I know, that's the first time in the history of the convention that it actually happened, that you didn't have any of those big three companies. Oh, and you know Ubisoft? You know how they're releasing a, kind of a big game in the week of EGX? You'd imagine that they would be at the show with a pretty big booth promoting this new game, right? Wrong! There was no Ubisoft either. In fact, the game with the biggest and most elaborate booth was Fall Guys. Fall Guys! A game literally no one cares about that only got big because Twitch streamers started playing it, but it got quickly trampled when Among Us got on the scene. Now in their defense, it was one of the more fun booths because they had this like uphill treadmill kind of thing happening, which was a lot of fun. And I actually did it myself. It was really cool, really fun, and honestly a lot easier than I actually thought. Even though I'm a weakling and not athletic in the slightest, I actually had a pretty easy time compared to some other people on my team, which was kind of surprising. Now the other largest booth belonged to Baldur's Gate 3, which was the only like big game actually available at EGX this year. But even though it's a nice booth with a lot of like cool decorations outside and whatnot, the demo itself that they showed off definitely didn't do too much to convince me to buy the game. Like the game itself looks decent enough, but there's so many issues, so many bugs and glitches, and just outright poor design choices that made it a pretty bad and unappealing demo, and I have no idea who greenlit it for EGX. Crytek was there as well, which is kind of surprising. I've never seen them at EGX before, and you'd imagine that they would have a pretty big booth to show off the brand new Crisis Remastered trilogy. But no, their booth was tiny, the queue went on for hours, so I didn't even get to play it, which is an absolute shame. And even hardware-wise, there was like barely anyone. You had your ASUS ROG, and that's about it. Though, at least in their defense, their booth was actually pretty good.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Amit Gilani. I'm from ASUS, and we are here at EGX. It's really exciting to be here. This is my first experience at EGX, so it's incredible to meet so many gamers. We've got some fantastic products on our latest lineup. We've got Zephyrus laptops, we've got Tough Gaming. Just behind me, we've got all the latest motherboards and components, and it's great because this is the first time in a really long time that the entire team has been together. We've all been working remotely since the pandemic, and so it's great to be able to see both our colleagues and our customers and get real feedback from them, learn what they're really excited about. We're meeting lots and lots of gamers, some are self-building. And so we've got our retail partner at the show, Scan, and they have some incredible show offers. In fact, I hear that they've got some graphics cards which are very hard to come by at the moment. So if you are planning on visiting EGX, it's definitely worth visiting the Scan stand to see what offers they have in the shop, and a lot of the product you're able to walk away with today.
And on the other side of the ROG booth was a section dedicated to the IKEA and ROG collaboration. And that booth was actually pretty cool. They showed a lot of really actually good looking and useful gaming furniture. I was actually really surprised by how good it all looked.
Hello and welcome to IKEA, who has now partnered up with the Republic of Gamers. We have your new gaming range for you with loads and loads of different amazing affordable products. I'm going to start introducing you our new desk, which is only £99, and it has come with loads of different benefits, such as it's very adjustable, it got a cable tie at the very bottom, and it also has a mesh at the back. So what you could do, if you feel like your computer is overheating, you can just push your computer further and they will be all good. We also got the chair, which is only £45, and it has loads of benefits and come with 3 years warranty. Chair is super beautiful. Over here we got the cupboard and the shelving inside. You can also adjust it to however you want it. all the accessories as well. They're super cute. We also have a little tray at the very bottom, which is only £12, that helps you move the hardware however you want it, and you can adjust it however you want it. So please do come and visit us and enjoy the new gaming range.
And as far as EGX goes, that's pretty much it. Again, it was a pretty underwhelming year. I mean, I still liked it, I like EGX, and it was just a nice breath of fresh air to go back to these events after so long. Plus, there was the fact I actually got a creator pass for EGX this year, which was really awesome. I went around and did tons of these interviews like we just seen. All around, it was just great. But I still understand why a lot of people do want refunds, because it was very, well, underwhelming compared to many of the previous years. And more than anything, it has me worried for the future of this convention, because I wonder if this will be a point at which these big companies like Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Ubisoft, EA, etc, realize that they don't really have to go to these conventions and spend all their money, because people are going to buy their games anyway. So I wonder if they're just going to stop committing so many resources to this when it really doesn't matter and really won't affect the profit margins that much. Now yes, I know it's to an extent a PR thing as well, trying to get a mind share and trying to show that they are doing stuff for the gaming community, trying to show that they are engaging with it and showing that they're there for gamers, organizing cool stuff. But maybe they'll just scale it down or something in the future, I don't know, but it's genuinely looking kind of bleak if they couldn't convince such big names to return to EGX after the pandemic. But let me know what you thought of EGX this year if you attended, or kind of what your thoughts are on kind of issues I discussed if you're just kind of an outsider to this situation. But hey, while you're here, if you want to help support this channel, then maybe consider supporting my channel on Patreon, because even $1 a month goes a long way in helping out this channel and allows to make way better videos and videos on way more interesting topics. And I'd also like to thank my existing patrons, Gavin Burns, Ryan, B, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcraft, Lanceby, and Comic Age Clothing. Thank you guys so much. Your support truly goes a long way. Down you're also going to find our Amazon associates links if you want to pick up any of the stuff I just talked about. Plus, and there's also our Discord server if you want to talk to me or others about this or whatever else really. Anyway, that's what it is, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone, goodbye.